Every one of us, every single one of us is trying to build something. Is trying to build a life for themselves. And if you aren't, I have no sympathy for you. Today we're going to talk about what is the life that we're each and every one of us trying to build in our own right. And how do I personally, over the past 4 years, have changed my goals, you could say, in terms of like what it looks like, as to how can you actually become the kind of person that sets his life on a goalpost and just charges forward in order to achieve that. 4 years ago, I was in France, living in France in my parents' apartment. Didn't really do anything that significant with my life, as I was studying this kind of like private university 3D graphics design kind of movie effects stuff for video games and movies in the movie industry or whatever. And I thought to myself, you know what, this actually is not something I want to do. I don't see myself doing this long term. I don't see myself doing anything in this industry long term. So what did I do? I thought to myself, okay, how can I get done more things, more bigger things, more something that is actually mine, that I actually want to do? Because like the problem is with people's goals today, people's objectives, most of them are actually dictated by other people. You see this whenever you're having a chat with somebody. You can see if they have that spark inside of them that comes from themselves, or if it's just a goal that's been pushed onto them that they have to do but they don't really want to do. And the biggest difference that there is between these two things, these two states of mind, is that one of them is actually completely fine investing all of their time, doesn't care about burnout, doesn't care about anything, because it's not real. They're actually pursuing their dream. So very much like myself, as I am currently, I'm just building something on a day-to-day basis, like every single day, just day in, day out, just building stuff, just working hard, spending as much time as I can, talking to people, talking to business owners, doing business with people, helping people do better, understanding how people like think, believe, work, understand how different industries play out, all these sorts of things. Find strategies in order to impact these industries, in order to have positive results on every single one of them that I am a part of. And so I'm getting to the point where I am now in a very stable position. Like, it could be better, can always be better. That's the one key thing. It can always be better. But as I currently am, my position is way more stable as it is today than it was 2 years ago. Anything above that, or like past it, like before that. So what is it? What am I trying to build? I'm trying to build a life for myself. Now, maybe you can relate to this. I wanted to just share my own take really quick, and then you can let me know in the comments if you have a similar take, or if this makes sense to you. Is I want to become financially free in order to be able to support my family, to help them, provide for them, like, so that my parents are retired. They don't have to worry about money ever in another day in their lives. They don't have to care about that anymore. Like, that's taken care of. The other thing I want to take care of is I want to be able to build a family for myself. So I want to be able to provide for my future wife, my future kids. And in that case, I need a certain level of wealth, of financial abundance that allows me to do that. Because if I don't, then in that case, my wife's going to have to get a job. She's going to have to get a boss telling her what to do, which is something I really don't like the idea of. And my kids are going to have to go to school because I won't be able to raise them properly. Because I want to homeschool my kids, right? I want to be able to either homeschool them myself or have a person, a teacher that I have selected myself. Use this person, pay this person, reward this person in exchange for their services in order to teach my kids how the world works properly. So, with that said, that is kind of the goal I'm setting for myself. So that means there isn't necessarily a tangible yes or no goal. It's like it's a almost unachievable goal that I've set for myself, and that will always change, right? The further I chase it down, the further it goes into the future. Because this goal that I've set for myself isn't just a, hey, I want to make 10 grand a month for 3 months straight, and as soon as I have done that, then in that case the goal is succeeded. I want to have a goal that is not able to succeed. Not in the way of, oh, I have to fail, like I'm doomed to fail from the start, but instead always have something worth pursuing. Like, it's kind of like when you succeed at something and then you hit that milestone and then you've got another one in the, like, it's kind of like climbing, okay, this analogy is probably better. You climb the mountain, right? You go up the mountain and you reach the very, very top. And you're like, okay, nice, I've succeeded. I've reached the top of the mountain. Nice. And then you look around, and you see on the horizon that there's another mountain that is just a slightly bit taller than yours. You're like, fuck, I'm not on the tallest mountain. I thought this was the tallest mountain, but that one over there looks like it's taller, so I'm gonna have to climb that one. So you start climbing the other one. Go up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then you get to the top of the second mountain, and you're like, nice. Now I have climbed the tallest mountain that I could see. And then you look around again, and you see another mountain that is even taller, and you're like, fuck. That's what I want. I want to be able to chase down something for the rest of my life without having to think for myself, hey, what do I do now? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, probably most of you watching this actually have played Minecraft at some point in time. I was always the kind of guy who got a lot of shit done in Minecraft, and then when I would get to like 90% completion of something, I'd be like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm done. Don't need anything else to do here. Don't really care about achieving. So it's kind of like building like a massive structure in the game, and you get to like 95 or 90% completion, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't feel the motivation to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, it's just annoying. Like, can't be fucked. And so I ended up not finishing a lot of stuff just because I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I already know what it's going to feel like to finish this. So what the fuck is the point? And so this is why having a goal that is not really achievable, or that always, like, it's kind of like you move at the same pace as the goal does. And even if you achieve the goal at some point, the next goal has basically just moved. And you're just moving, like you're just moving with the goal, right? Which is what I want. So you really have to think for yourself. Are you going to be the kind of guy that has a set binary goal? And there's nothing wrong with having either or. To be perfectly honest, I make use of both of these. I use binary goals when it comes to things that I want to get done in the short term, but I'll use one overarching goal that is completely like in the future, like super far away, not really sure if I can achieve this, super hard, as a guide, as a guiding light in the future. So that way I have my checkpoints to get there, all of the binary goals that I've set for myself in between where I am now and where this goal is supposed to be. And all of those binary things are things that I need to check off the list, if you know what I mean. It's like, okay, I want to get a six-pack. with sub 10% body fat. I want to look extremely good, chiseled abs, like a Greek statue that you can see online, for instance. Or if you are blessed to live in a place where you can marvel upon the a statue of marble. Otherwise, I'd be like, okay, make at least, like, the checkpoints would be like, okay, make 5K a month, make 10K a month, make 100K a month, make 200K a month, make 500K a month, make 1 million a month, and just keep going, just like fucking add more stuff. Get 1 kid, get 2 kids, get 3, 4, 5, whatever, okay? You get 1 wife, get 2, maybe, I don't know, like, you know, those kinds of things. Binary things. Okay, have you achieved this? Yes or no? Okay, yes we have, no we don't. Okay, we pursue this goal now. I've made a couple of videos in the past about setting goals and how to set goals more efficiently. I might make a new video to update this, or I might just link in the description the other video that I've recorded on talking about the subjects. And because yes, I posted videos every single day to this channel, so if that's something you're interested in, just feel free to check everything out. I talk about discipline, how to become a more respected man in society, and also the mindset that you need to adopt in order to become that man. And somebody like myself that is always striving to do better in all areas of your life, then in that case, this is the perfect place for you. I'm not gonna fucking force feed any kind of products down your mouth. I'm not here to fucking sell you anything. I'm here to give you value in exchange for you just watching the video. I go out there and I learn lessons in reality, and I use those lessons for my life, to my advantage. And the point of these videos is to help you guys, share with you guys these lessons that I've learned on my path up, that have helped me. And for me to recount them and to explain them and to tell them and to teach them to somebody else, so that way I know for sure that this lesson of mine is something that I've learned. Something that I've recently discovered, came to the realization of, is that whenever you learn something and you teach it to somebody else right after you've learned it, it basically segments it, it makes it concrete and real in your brain that you know what you're talking about. When you can teach somebody else how to do something, it means you know how to do that. But if you can't teach somebody else, then you don't know how to do it. Very simple. So that's basically what I've been doing for literally everything over the past couple thousand days. I've basically learned something, try to teach it to somebody else, learn something, try to teach it to somebody else, learn something, try to teach it to somebody else. And now I've just realized that it could actually be super beneficial to other people if I just posted that on YouTube and it just started picking up traction. And because the more views I get on this channel, the more people benefit from this advice. Okay, so that's kind of like the step one goal, I guess, is get to like 500 subs and at least like a couple of thousand views per video every time. It's like, if I were to get to that first checkpoint, I would be like, okay, this is actually going pretty good. Like, I'm actually pretty happy with this. It would be the first checkpoint, of course. It's kind of like just before, where I said like, okay, we've got a binary goal. The binary goal is, have you hit 500 subs? Have you gotten at least 1,000 views per video on every single video that you post on average for the past 30 days? Yes or no? Have you gotten monetized on the channel? Have you gotten, I don't know, 1,000 hours of watch time, validated or verified or whatever? Those kinds of things, right? Just to grow the channel. And if you do want to stick around, then I really appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. We have a small channel here, but I'm just going to keep posting every single day for the next few 100 days or so. I don't know when I'm going to stop. I might not stop. Who knows? I'm just here for the journey, if you know what I mean. So, goal setting. I'll link a video in the description. I'll make note of it, just to make sure that I remember. And so, when it comes to goal setting, it's actually very easy. If I just summarize it really quick, it's just do X and be as specific as you can. Like, it's like, be tangible. It needs to be like a yes or no goal. Like, it can't be, have I kind of done this? Yes, quite a little bit, maybe. It needs to be done this, yes. Done this, no. It needs to be binary. So that way you know if you've achieved it or not. There's no like soon or maybe or a little bit or like halfway done or like, no. Yes, no. So, once you've done that, once you've understood this concept, it gets easier to set goals and to have not only the checkpoints all the way to your overarching goal, which I do heavily recommend you have one. It could be something extremely crazy. Like, for instance, Elon Musk wants to get the human race to Mars, build a colony on Mars, for instance. That's a pretty fucking big goal, okay? And it is not something that can be really, it's not really a binary goal when you actually think about it, because it could be dictated from a certain level. Like, there's like, is this colony on Mars a actual colony? What is a colony? And then you have to define that, and everybody's definition of that would be different. So in that case, his definition of a colony on Mars probably looks super specific, or it's super vague. He just wants to go over there and have people that can actually live on Mars as if they were in a fucking space station. So that's what I'm talking about. It needs to be, your overarching goal needs to be something crazy. Now, it doesn't need to be, but it should be. Why should it be something crazy? Because it's something that is always going to, it's something that needs to always motivate you. You need to like light the fire inside of you. It's like, oh, I really want to work on this today. It's like, I don't have anything to do today. I'm just going to work on this because I feel like it. Like, that's what I'm talking about. It's very simple. It's something that kind of just like makes you want to do things and not sit around and do nothing. Like, that's what I'm talking about. So, at the end of the day, and yes, I'm fucking tired because I had a lot of fucking work to do recently, a lot of people to talk to, and I might need to do a caffeine fucking detox or something. It's bad. Whatever. I still have work to do, so it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you need to think for yourself, what is my overarching goal? What are the binary goals that I want to have that I'm going to set between where I am now and where that goal is in the future? And how can I accomplish these faster, better, and more efficiently than I am currently? It's like, for instance, if you want to make 5K a month, then in that case, you need to start learning, how do I do that? Okay, maybe I need to open a business. Maybe I need to start a side hustle. Maybe I need to start flipping items on eBay or fucking, I don't fucking know, Craigslist. Maybe I need to start an e-com drop shipping store. I don't fucking know. Just do whatever the fuck you want, okay? The point is, you need to strategically think, how do we do this? And put together the steps to get there. What helped me the most is, I might link this video as well. I made a video on reverse engineering goals and how that is going to help you find the checkpoints to get from A to B to C to D to D all the way to Z, or the other way around. So basically what you want to do is, you've got your overarching goal here, and what you want to do is like, okay, what is the next step down from this? And then you say, okay, well, if I want to make 5K a month, then I need to, the next step down just before that is what? Get a 5K payment in my bank account. Okay, how do I get the 5K payment in my bank account? Well, I need somebody to pay it. Okay, who's gonna pay that? Okay, well, maybe it's a business. Maybe it's a customer. Maybe it's somebody that I'm gonna sell a product to. Okay, what am I gonna sell then? Okay, maybe I can sell this, maybe I can sell that, services, products, whatever. Okay, how do I come up with this idea? And then you just go through this loop over and over again until you find the root cause of like where you can start right now. And then you just take action every single day without fail. And then you'll get there someday. And with that said, I appreciate every single one of you guys watching until the end of the video. As per usual, it's a beautiful day. So it's gonna be time to get back to work. Wish you a great and powerful day, as I used to say back in the day. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one tomorrow. See ya.